count down?
No.
We're not counting?
No, we should, but let's get our ducks in a row first.
Oh.
You got so upset immediately.
Because we worked so hard. We worked so hard on the 1, 2.
Yeah. You were so... We're not counting?
Welcome to the Expansion Project with Alex Oradola and Stephanie Chenis. Listen and process life with us.
Guess who's back? Back again. Did I do it right?
No, but it's fine. Guess who's back again.
Yeah.
What's your favorite candy?
Wait, what?
Mine's M&M.
Is that what we're... Let's just jump right to the show. Let's do it. Did you like that transition?
Did you like that? See how I threw that in there?
That was our best work. I'm not even lying when I said we deliberated on that for about 10 minutes, and
that was good.
We did it. So
that was the best intro I've ever done.
We couldn't have done it better if we tried. Hello.
We're back.
We're back.
Again.
We're back. We took a. First of all, this is the Expansion Project. Welcome. And I know we just start talking like we know you.
Well, we should know them.
Yeah, there might be some new people though. But yeah, we're back. It's been a few weeks again. And Steph and I were just talking about this before, but it definitely seems like our show is turning into a once a month podcast.
Does that make people sad?
Yeah. Does that? Yeah. Let us know. Does that make you sad?
Yeah, let us know.
But yes, we are slowly transitioning into a once a month podcast simply because our schedules have been so insane and there's just been a lot going on at the church. We'll talk a bit about that in a second. Readjust my mic a little bit. Hopefully this isn't too loud. But yes, we're slowly becoming a once a month podcast. So we're just, we thought we might as well just lean into it, and we're going to go once a month for a while, just see how it goes.
Summer.
Yeah, make it a little bit...
Summer break.
Steph suggested that it's like a summer break, because, it
kind of is.
It's,
we're starting a little early.
We're still in spring, but we're going to call it a summer break.
Summer break.
We're still going to have episodes out to you guys, so don't worry about that. But... we're just going to slow down production a little bit just so we have a little more breathing room. And that way we can make sure these episodes are primo, good stuff, that we're not like too stressed out. So just for now. And at any point during this summer break, if we're ever like, hey, let's do an extra episode, then you better be on the lookout for that.
Yeah, we'll surprise you.
It's going to be heat. It's going to be good.
Heat.
But yeah, we just wanted to let you know officially that we are going to be officially once a month.
Yep.
For the time being.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
I do.
I already feel relieved about it. But yeah, but we definitely don't want to stop. We love the show and we love doing it. So yeah, we want to keep doing it. So we're just slowing down production just a teeny bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. So if that is, if you're sad about that, we'd love to hear from you.
You can listen to Joe Rogan. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
The connective thread.
We're waiting for him to still call us. Yeah, he hasn't called us yet.
Just in case this is the first episode you're checking out, the last episode we talked about Joe Rogan. It just sounds so random out of nowhere. We just mentioned Joe Rogan, and new people are like, "What are they talking about?
Why are they talking about him?" He's our friend.
He's our friend. Yeah, he's a longtime fan of the podcast, Joe Rogan.
Yeah, number one fan.
No, last episode we were talking about the number one podcast, and it's the Joe Rogan Experience, I think it's called.
Yeah, it's not us.
Yeah, it's not surprising. It's not us.
I thought it was.
I know. I thought
we'd
we'd be
all
up
5
there.
stars.
Apple is.
I've been giving us 5 stars every week.
Apple is sleeping on us, man.
Yeah.
Like
Do they know we even exist?
I don't
Apple?
even. I mean, we're on their platform, but I don't think
they're looking at us.
They didn't check us out.
They're looking at us.
Yeah.
Like, who are they?
Even when I try to search for the podcast on Apple, I'm like Expansion Project. The Expansion Project. Expansion Project
Where
GTCC.
are we?
And I'm like, how did that not turn it up? And I just scroll down and I'm like, there we are.
Found it.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say that no, they don't know about
They don't know us.
Whoever like the head guy at Apple is right now. It's not obviously not Steve Jobs. Whoever it is. Anyway. Yes. So yeah, if that bums you out, send us an email and let us know, and we'd love to send you comforting words back or something like that. Whatever. We'll you know,
our minds won't be changed, but
yeah, I mean we're still doing it, but
we're still doing it.
But either way, just you know, hit us up on our email, ExpansionPodcastGTCC@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you, as always, and just thank you to everybody who's sent us messages and just been really encouraging and cool.
Who's
Love
liked
you guys.
us, followed us, given us 5 stars.
Yep.
All the above.
Sent us donations, which hasn't happened yet.
Hasn't happened yet.
I can't believe
we're
it.
still not in our shed,
We
but
are.
that's for another day.
We're still in the junior kids church, and you could change that, but you guys are playing.
You can, but you're going to have to put it under another name.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll get to that. So, also, leave us a 5-star review on Apple so that they know who we are. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So we can beat Joe Rogan.
We want to beat him
We do.
at his own game.
Not physically.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't take Joe Rogan. Are you kidding me?
No.
he's the UFC guy. There's no way.
No. We just, in the podcast
Yeah,
world.
we want to defeat him in a battle of podcasts. So you can help us do that.
You can.
Leave us a 5-star review, and slowly we'll take over Apple.
Yeah.
One podcast at a
One
time.
podcast at a time.
Yeah. So
But do you know, I think what would get us like a little further up
what's up?
is that if we name this episode, guess who's back? Back.
I will
Back again.
consider it. I will consider it, Steph.
Because people are going to look at that and they're going to be like, oh, snap.
Yeah, you think that's how they're gonna respond?
Yeah, I would. If I
Sure.
saw that, I'd be like, oh, snap. Those are the kind of people I want to hang with.
They are back.
Yeah.
back.
It's true. Yep. See? It was a good idea.
So I will consider it. Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
So yeah, leave us a review. We'd love to hear from you, and whatever you put as far as the review section is concerned, we'll give you a shout out.
Sure will.
Love you guys. Thank you for all the positive feedback, and yeah, that takes us to our next point. So just to kind of bring things to serious mode. I got beef I want to talk about. Yeah. So listen.
I may or may not have to hold you back.
Yeah, she's holding me back right now. Listen.
Don't move.
So here's the deal. At our church, Glad Tidings Community Church, we have announced our Easter project, right? Our Easter just offering. And so every year we take on an Easter offering, right? And the goal is a few weeks before our Easter services, we're like, hey, this is what we want to do in the church. And this is something that you can give towards. A lot of churches do that. And so in the past, we've done projects like, renovating the flooring in our kids' rooms and, stuff like that. And this year we had this idea. Pastor Dave had this vision for blowing out the back wall in our sanctuary and expanding our sanctuary,
Oh,
right?
snap.
Making it bigger, right?
It's going to be big.
Yeah, and so we wanted to, we've been talking about it way before we made the announcement. And so we knew about this in our last episode, but we couldn't say anything because,
it was a surprise.
We needed to, let it happen naturally. And so
we need to get clearance from the FBI.
yeah, basically clearance level 5. We were in our staff meeting when it was announced to us, and he was like, yeah, this is my vision. This is what I want to do. We're going to bring it up to the church, and we're going to, ask them to give and sow into this endeavor. And so we were like, oh, cool. And then they told us what the name of it was. The name of this entire thing was called the Expansion Project.
Sounds familiar.
Does it sound familiar to you guys?
Sounds familiar.
It sounds exactly like our show.
Expansion Project.
That's crazy.
I've heard that before.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there, and he brought it up, and he said the Expansion Project. And I was like, is he messing? He's messing with us. This is a joke. I was just sitting here like, wait a minute.
Our name is That Cool.
Yeah, exactly.
That people want to use it. Also, we have T-shirts
We do.
that say the Expansion Project.
Oh, we could have worn it. Oh, that would have been perfect.
Oh man, wait. When we do knock down the wall, we should wear our shirts that day.
Yes. And just like, wow, we're really down with the cause. We're like, no, this is...
It's not us.
We had these made way before this announcement.
Christmas.
Like, we were so ahead of it. We knew in December.
We knew back in 2014 this was gonna happen.
We heard from God way before Pastor Dave. No, I'm joking. But no, so yeah, I got beef. All right, and we poured our blood, sweat, and tears into naming this podcast, into making it happen. And we had a vision when we came up with this name, and then Pastor Dave just swoops in,
stole it,
and takes that name from right out of our hands.
Stole it.
And you know what? We're not happy about it.
Nope.
We're upset.
We're calling him out.
Yeah, we're calling him out. That's right. Pastor David Schlaupitz, if that's even your real name.
It is.
Sounds made up.
You said it like perfectly.
Did I really?
Schlaupitz.
Is it really? Just like giving him credit. Schlaupitz.
Because I think I say Schlaupitz.
I do too. Most
but
of the time.
I think that's Rhode Island, but it's Schlaupitz.
Yeah, I mean, that's
correct.
That's the thing, right? Like, my last name is Oradola. It's not pronounced that way at all, but I say it like that.
I say Oradola.
Yeah, it's like Oradola.
Why would I think it was Oxadoya? I'm just kidding.
Like, we've been saying it for so long that people actually believe that that's my last name. That's a whole other story.
That's another podcast. We'll talk about that another day.
Yeah. But yeah, Pastor Dave Schlaupitz, we're calling you out, man. Like, we need answers, right? We got beef, and we need answers as to why you thought you could just take our name because it was perfect for the vision that, you know what? We need you to come onto the podcast and explain yourself. That's right.
Yes.
We're calling you out. We have a seat ready for you right here, and we need you on the podcast to explain why.
It's about a 2.5-foot seat.
Yes.
You have your choice.
She's pointing at like the children's seats.
You have your choice from red, yellow, or blue.
She's pointing at the children's seats we have in the room.
You can have a little rocking chair.
We'll sit on these high chairs, and he'll be on like 3 feet
we'll
shorter than us.
We'll be like, tell us why you stole our name, bro.
It's a power move.
Yes.
It's a power move.
Yes.
That's what they do in negotiations. They make the seats like slightly lower than everybody else. But yeah, we're calling you out, Pastor Dave. We need you to come onto the show and explain yourself.
He's going to be on our next podcast.
That's right. So we're hoping so, unless he runs.
No, we're going to get him.
We're going
to get him. We're going to get all the answers. The Expansion Project.
Exactly.
That doesn't mean we need to change our name, does it?
I mean, we'll see.
Because we do have the backup chit-chat about this and that.
Chit-chat about this and that. That's right. That was our backup name from the beginning. But we did name our first episode that, so.
Alex vetoed that name from the beginning.
He did? Well, okay. Well,
we do chit-chat about this and that.
I didn't hate it. But like, we were like, let's put a pin in that.
The Expansion Project actually works.
It does, yes.
Because we can expand.
Exactly.
And now the church is expanding.
Yeah.
And that's a project.
Exactly.
So I can kind of see where the name came from.
Oh, yeah. No doubt. It's like the perfect name for what they're doing. But that doesn't make it okay.
Do we get royalties?
That's what that's what we're about to find out.
Shed.
Exactly.
Shed.
From this lawsuit. Oh, man, we can buy 2 sheds.
2 sheds.
You can be in one shed. I can be in the other shed.
We can knock the walls down and make it one big shed.
And then we can expand. Expansion project.
The Expansion Project.
This is so stupid.
We can expand.
Yes.
I mean, there's so much we can do. The possibilities are endless.
Tear down the walls as soon as we get the sheds.
Tear them down.
Expand. Yes. That's what the show's all about.
So we're taking donations.
But if this lawsuit goes well, then we won't need any
We
donations.
won't need it. We're going to have 5 sheds.
Yeah, so we'll have Pastor Dave on, and we'll also have our lawyer here. And we'll talk about. I'm joking. I don't know if I need to say that just in case like somebody listening. They're like, oh my gosh.
They're like, oh my gosh, they're gonna do that to their pastor. What are they doing to their pastor?
We're obviously joking. We're not gonna.
Obviously,
we're not upset with our pastor at all.
Clearly, they don't listen to the expansion project.
And so it was actually funny though. During that meeting when he announced that title, I said like, I think I said. I'll have my lawyers call you or something like that.
No, you definitely did.
I did, yeah.
And I was like, oh snap! I was like, get it, Alex. Yeah. I was like,
you gotta
that's
stand
right.
up for our rights.
Guys, stand up for what you believe in.
That's true. Yeah, come on, talk about it.
But we are very excited.
Yes, for real. Like this is gonna be cool, and just everything that's been happening. Like obviously, so the other part of the story is that we met our goal. Like we exceeded it, which is amazing. We were hoping to raise $25,000 to start this project, and we exceeded that goal. And
Thank you, Jesus.
It was really funny. Just a bit of an aside. I was in the lobby during first service because I was helping with my youth fundraiser thing, and Pastor Dave made the announcement in the sanctuary, and he told us that he was going to do this, but I forgot. But he went up there. He's like, hey, just want to let you guys know that we didn't meet our goal. And then he let it hang there for a second. He's like, we exceeded it. And everyone was like, woo! And I was in the lobby when he said we didn't meet our goal. I was like, we didn't? I thought we did.
Oh, my gosh.
I was like, what? I thought, wait, what? Did they count wrong? Like,
He
what?
did leave us on like a cliffhanger.
And everybody was just like, oh, man.
They're like, oh, it was
we
like,
exceeded it.
it was one of those moments where you go, oh, yeah. Yeah.
I knew it from the beginning.
Totally.
Yeah, so that was really funny. But yes, we exceeded our goal, and now it's we're all full steam ahead. Like we're doing all
steam.
The planning, the logistics. We've been talking about it, so that's another reason why we want to kind of ease up on the podcast a bit, because our plates are gonna be very full. Just putting all this together, and
knocking down a wall.
Knocking down a wall, yeah.
I got my 2-belt ready.
We might have
I'm so excited.
Might have to relocate for a bit, depending on because we're right next to the site. That's gonna be.
Wait, where would we go?
That's true. Yeah.
We need a.
We
need a shed.
It always comes back to this topic.
I'm telling you.
But like we when we first talked about doing a podcast, we weren't sure where we were gonna meet, so. Like all the options weren't great because of acoustics, and then just like this was the best room because of the size and how secluded it was during the week.
Even that, we need a podcast room.
Sure. Yeah. No, we'll figure it out.
That's on my list.
Yeah. But yes, so we are very excited, and we're clearly very happy. Once again, we are joking. We're not going to sue our own pastor. We're not upset at him either. But we
love him very much.
But we do want him on the show. We weren't joking about that. Just so he can talk about it. And
he was our first guest.
So
I think we should have him back.
We miss him. Yeah. So
just so we can hear his vision.
We need more guests. So
if you want to be on the Expansion Project, please email us at.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, email us if you want to be on the show. We'd love to talk to you.
We'd love to chit chat about this and that.
About this. You can tell us what our name will be for the future.
No, I'm excited. Yeah. It's crazy because every time I stand in the foyer too, I'm like, whoa. This isn't going to be a foyer. Mm-hmm. It's going to be part of the sanctuary.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy to see this was the vision that they had when they built this church.
Yeah, yeah.
That it was never going to stay this size, that it was going to expand. Mm-hmm. And it's so crazy that now, all these years later, it's finally happening.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Imagine you hear from God and it's over 30 years and then it finally happens.
Yeah, yeah. That's nuts.
Wow.
It's very nuts. When we first announced the project.
The Expansion Project?
The Expansion Project. Not the podcast, the project. Later that week, I edited a video that Pastor Dave recorded. Mm-hmm. just announcing what the project would be and what we were hoping to do. And I stitched in a bunch of pictures from the building of the church. And so there was just like people that I've met before, way younger, because it was like in the late 80s, early 90s maybe? Or was it like maybe mid 90s? It's been 30 years, so it's around the time that I was born. So so early 90s. And it was just like people, literally foundational stuff, like lifting up the wood and just like like there was an empty lot, and it's just nuts because we're looking at this building now and it's just like everything's finished, and it's like how, and this might be something that people who work in construction, like so many of our congregants here can visualize, but I can't. Like, I just can't visualize a finished building on just a pile of dirt, No, but
I know.
There are people that probably can. And so it's just this idea of expansion. It's like you said, it's like people that were here like maybe, 10 years ago before we were,
right.
And the people before that, like, could they even picture expanding on what was already made?
Right.
It's interesting to think about that.
Or wondering, like, how long is it going to take?
Right.
And it's crazy because they held on to that promise for, like I said, 30 plus years. And now it's, like, happening.
Yeah. At what point, yeah.
It's exciting. It's exciting to see what was, what is, and then what's to come.
Yes. Very, very true. And it's I was thinking about this too. Like, we're also talking logistics, and like we've all been talking about it together. But it's like the further along this project we get, the more we see things like small things that we're like, oh, we got to figure out something for this now. Okay, we got to reroute this now since this won't be here anymore. And there's a lot of logistic stuff with that. And I had this thought, because that's so synonymous with expansion, right? Like, that's right. The really beautiful part about expansion is the expansion part, about having more. But there's also a period where it's really awkward and weird, where you have to just like figure it all out, and then also like deal with the weird parts that come with that. It's not, it's never, expansion especially is never just smooth. It's like a lot of like, okay, bigger, great. But also, how do I accommodate that? How do I make that happen? What do I need to change in my life to facilitate that growth? I'm trying to think of like a great example in the Bible. But I'm reminded of like, I don't know, like I think Noah's a good example too. It's just like this idea, this extravagant, crazy idea, like people doubted him from the very beginning, that he was going to, first of all, that there was going to be a flood, and that he would be able to build something to survive the flood. He had to deal with like haters and doubters, and then also put in the backbreaking labor to make it happen. And I'm sure it was awkward for his family to make it happen. And then at a certain point, he was just looking at this massive testament to God's faithfulness right in front of him. And God took care of him every step of the way. Yep.
He heard from God.
Yeah, exactly. And he was obedient.
And that's what I feel like, Pastor Dave is doing. He heard from God and he was obedient. And now we're seeing like, wow, it's like happening. He's Noah.
Hopefully there won't be a flood. No, there won't be. God made the promise.
Thank God. Thank you, Lord.
But no, for real. Like, that's that's what a shepherd is, right? Like, he's faithful and and
it's so cool to see.
Yeah, I know.
So cool to be a part of.
Yeah, and so yes, it's going to be awkward. It's going to be a bit weird figuring it out from our perspective anyway. For our congregation, they might not see as much of the awkwardness. I mean, it'll even be kind of awkward for a bit for us, for everybody, because of the construction taking place. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if they'll be able to bang it out in a week. I'm assuming probably not.
The wall?
Yeah.
You could take that out in a day.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
I will show you.
I can't envision this stuff. Like,
do you want me to start now?
Start what?
Taking down the wall. I can get it done.
Yeah, go for it, man. I believe in you.
I think that could be done in about like a day.
Okay.
And a half.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. Like I said, I'm so far removed from this type of stuff. Like,
how long would you think that would take? Not long. Not long.
I don't know. Like, to me, it's like
you just need like a sledgehammer.
That's true, yeah. But I mean, the building of it, and then just like,
yeah, I don't know. I actually don't know anything about it. I'm just assuming.
I did hear something along the lines of that we wouldn't have to shut anything down. It's not like we'd have to skip a service or anything because it would just be
easy peasy.
All right.
It's going to be so easy. It's probably going to be the easiest thing.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, me too. But I think that's really rad that we're doing that. And, just give some more credit to our pastor. Like, he's never, we could have easily gone on just with things the way that they are, but he's always kind of challenging us and this church, and he's obviously being challenged himself as a leader, but just it's so cool to see that we're constantly, embracing the new, and embracing the expansion and the growth. Yeah,
we're not staying stagnant.
Right.
We're actually growing and doing what Jesus has called us to do.
Yeah, and there's always the challenge, but it's good. It keeps me on my toes, and so I'm excited for it. If you are a part of our church, just continue to pray for this transition. Also, if you haven't given yet, you still can. Like it's still open to give. If you believe in this project, we did exceed our goal, but we're taking whatever extra we have to do more. And as we continue, it's I believe he mentioned that it's in phases, right? Like that's not like a spoiler. Okay, cool.
Maybe a shed is one of the phases. Phase 10, a podcast room.
Phase 10? Like we'll be like 5 years from now?
I don't know, because I don't know how that's gonna work.
I know, yeah.
I'm like, listen, can you just squeeze in this room for Alex and I to do our podcasts?
We'll keep to ourselves. We won't bother anybody.
We won't tell anybody it's there. We'll be like, you see nothing?
We just need another room with electricity and air conditioning and stuff, and that's all. We're simple people,
Very simple.
Yeah.
And for all of our electronics to be in the same exact room.
Yeah.
That's not too much to ask. Easy.
Quick and easy.
Easy.
But yeah, it's exciting, and we're excited for just this new season. I think it's going to be really cool. I can't, like I said, I can't really visualize it right now, but there's going to be a point where we're just going to be looking at a way bigger sanctuary, and things will be very different here, which is neat.
Yeah, it's going to be cool.
So so thank you guys for just believing in us as leaders, believing in this church and Glad Tidings, and so we'll see where this takes us.
Sky's the limit.
Sky's the limit, yeah.
We can build as high to the sky as we want.
Yeah.
Well, not really, but
I'm like, oh wow, she's really shooting for the stars.
I'm like, we need 3 levels. Just kidding. Kidding.
I think we're at 30. I said I would start the timer, and I didn't.
Set a timer.
I looked at my phone. I was like, I'll start the stopwatch. And
I'm all done.
Never did.
I'm all done.
All right, cool. I think we're done anyway. But yes. So recap. PD, we're calling you out. Pass it, Dave. Get on the show.
I forgot that even happened. I thought that was last podcast.
What?
No, just kidding.
This is like the first episode.
No, last podcast was Joe Rogan. I'm going to get you a shirt.
Yes.
With Joe Rogan on it now.
Please don't. People are going to think I'm a fan of his show.
Joe Rogan is my best friend.
And all of his political views or whatever. I don't even know what his views are. I just know that
we don't know
so
anything
polarizing.
About him.
Yeah, and I don't want people to... anyway.
Just kidding.
Yeah, just his head on it. It should be a Fear Factor shirt with his head on it.
Oh
that
my
would be
gosh,
different.
I wonder if there's Fear Factor
that
shirts.
That version of Joe Rogan.
I got to get us Fear Factor shirts for the next podcast.
Okay, really quick before we end, I just remembered. Yes, we talked about Fear Factor a lot on the last episode, and a few people have reached out to us on Facebook just about just about their greatest fears and things that they're afraid of. And I was reached out to about just like lizards and reptiles and stuff like that. And I believe it was Amanda that reached out to me about a bearded dragon that she has.
Oh, are you going to go hold it?
Yeah, she was like, "Do you want to hold it?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Wait, you're afraid of a bearded dragon?
I'm not. No, That's what I was saying. I was like, I've never held one, but I
thought you were afraid of a sloth.
Sloths, yes.
Very specifically sloths. I saw them at the zoo last week.
Did you?
Yeah, they were so cute.
They're so weird.
They're so cute.
They move like they're. It's weird, and their faces are just like.
I went to the zoo.
Yeah.
And there was a snake.
Yeah.
Didn't look at it.
Yeah.
So I walked into it was like a tropical rainforest. So I just walked in and I knew it was behind me and I froze. I'm like, I can't turn around. There's a snake there. And I just like.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang, that bad, huh?
Couldn't move.
Oh.
And I literally had to just like.
Yeah.
Walk sideways.
Jeez Louise. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
That's scary.
But you should go hold the bearded dragon.
I want to, yeah. If it happens, we'll definitely post it for you guys to see. But yeah, so thanks for the feedback. And yeah, if you want, I was gonna say if you want us to do any scary things. That's a horrible idea, Alex. Don't say that.
If you want us to face our fears, just let us know.
Fears for your entertainment. Let us know.
We're here for your entertainment, whatever you'd like us to do. We're here. We're here. But I will not come in contact with any creature of the reptile family.
Fair enough. I think that's fair enough. All right. I think that's it. Love you guys. And yeah. We'll see you next month.
Whoa.
I know. But
it'll be good.
Yeah. All right, guys.
We love you.
We love you guys.
See you soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.